State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Christina B. Kennedy. During proceedings, there should be no driving, smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, or laying down. Do not start your video or mute your device unless the court instructs you to do so. And if there's anything that you need to do that you don't want the rest of the world to see, please walk away from the camera quietly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Officer Wallace. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Judge Christina B. Kennedy, and I'll preside over the docket for courtroom 433 this afternoon. I do thank you all for your patience as we got everyone checked in today. We do have a light docket. I am going to call all of the docket at one time. So I'm going to call every case on my docket all at one time. Please don't say anything until I have finished calling all of the cases. After I'm done calling cases, I will give you some information, and then I will ask for the plaintiffs. To either state your name or your appearance, and then I'll do the same for the defendant. At that time, please turn on your camera if it's not already turned on, unmute your device and state your name. And if you called in today, meaning you actually dialed a telephone to join this session, you would dial *6 to unmute. Before I get started, I do want to just emphasize Officer Wallace's instructions that if there's anything that you don't want the rest of the world to see you doing, you please make sure you step away from your device or turn your camera off. We are streaming these proceedings live over YouTube. That means that anybody in the world can join us and watch these proceedings. So to prevent any embarrassment, if you have to do something like use the restroom or take your shirt off or something like that, please make sure you turn your camera off or completely step away from your device. Okay? All right. Now calling case number 24350031, Tamika Burse versus Ebony Thomas. This is for property located at 4375 Nottingham Road in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 2435044, Karen Jaguar versus Ian Hewitt. This is for property located at 2626 Pasadena Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 2435050, Shaylin Hill versus Mary Lockridge. This is for property located at 175 Edgevale Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 2435099. This is Sontag Properties LLC versus Aviance Kirk, Dante Gaines, and all other occupants of 19605 Ryan in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 243500123, Cortez Hill versus Valeria Berry. This is for property located at 6314 Frontenac in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 243500148, Gerald E. Kraft versus Jasmine Haley. This is for property located at 20301 Maroff Road in the city of Detroit. The remaining matters are from the 135 docket. This is calling case number 243458885. This is Cleo Maxey versus Samuel Walker. This is for property located at 20401 Santa Rosa in the city of Detroit. This matter is before the court on a complaint for possession after land contract forfeiture. Also calling case number 24348582, Teresa Holston Cargins versus Tiara K. Clark. This is for property located at 16647 Lanark. in the city of Detroit. And finally calling case number 24348-658 Coastal Line Homes versus all occupants of 9968 Minnock, excuse me, in the city of Detroit. Excuse me. These matters are before the court on complaints for non-payment of rent and complaints to recover possession of property. Today is the date and time scheduled for either a first hearing or a technical first hearing on all of the matters that I've just called. Pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17, all first hearings are to be adjourned. Therefore, these matters will be adjourned to a new court date. Ladies and gentlemen, please write this information down. Your next court date will be August 26th at 8:30 a.m. That's August 26th of this year at 8:30 a.m. Your next court date will be in person. And so there will be no Zoom hearing on August 26th. You all need to come down to the 36th District Court, which is located at 421 Madison in downtown Detroit. I'm in courtroom 433, so you need to come to courtroom 433 again on August 26, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. If you are logged into this Zoom session today via a tablet or a smartphone, Madam Clerk did just type the information about the next court date into the Zoom chat. You should be able to access that Zoom chat. You can screenshot it if you'd like. Otherwise, please write the information down. The court is going to mail notices to appear to everybody, but in case those notices get lost, I do like to make sure you all record the information about the next court date. Plaintiffs, you are to bring with you to the next court date, if you have not already filed the following documents, you need to bring the documents with you. I need a copy of the deed, a copy of the lease agreement. If rent is an issue, I need the most up-to-date rental ledger. I need a completed proof of service. And if there's a property management agreement in place, I need a copy of that as well. Again, I need the deed, the lease agreement, the most up-to-date rental ledger if rent is an issue, a completed proof of service, and any property management agreements if there's a property management agreement in place. Failure to provide those documents at the next court date could lead to dismissal of your case. So plaintiffs, please make sure you bring those documents to court with you, unless you know that they are already in the file. Defendants, if you have any evidence that supports your defense, please make sure you bring that to court with you on August 26th. But please make sure, and this goes for the plaintiffs too, please make sure that any documents that you bring to court are reduced to writing. Please do not bring your cell phone in here and ask me to scroll through it to look at your evidence. I do not feel comfortable looking through people's cell phones, and I can't put your cell phone in the file as evidence. And so if you have evidence that supports your claim or your defense, please make sure you reduce it to paper and bring it to court with you. Defendants, specifically, I'm speaking about rental receipts, payment receipts, or pictures. Okay, if you have any other evidence that supports your defense, you can bring that too, but that's typically what people bring in here. Excuse me. Defendants, you have the right to be represented by an attorney if you so choose. You can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the agency attorneys that are logged into this Zoom session here today. They are here to provide you with legal advice for the day, with the potential of them taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings. And that will be free of charge to you. At the end of today's hearing, I will ask that you be transferred into a breakout room. If you're logged in via a tablet or a smartphone, you will receive a prompt come across your screen. Please tap the screen. It will take you into the breakout room. If you called in, meaning you actually dialed a telephone number to join us today, you don't have to worry about doing anything. You won't receive any prompts. Your transfer will be automatic. Either way, once you get into the breakout room, you'll be in there by yourself for a little while. I ask that you have patience. Everybody will be seen or heard by an attorney today. So please don't start pressing buttons, raising your hands, or coming back out into the main session unprompted. And I just say that because once you get into the breakout room, you won't be able to hear or see what's going on in the main session. So don't worry. Someone will be in to speak with you in just a moment, okay? Let's see, what else? Defendants, after you're done speaking with the attorneys, you're free to log off, but please make sure you come back to court on August 26th at 8:30 a.m. If you don't come to court on that day, a default judgment can be entered against you. Plaintiffs, if you don't come to court on August 26th at 8:30, your case will be dismissed. So everybody, please make sure you come to court timely on August 26th at 8:30 a.m. I believe that's it. With all of that being said, is plaintiff's counsel here for Sontag Properties LLC?
Good afternoon, Joe Work at P75969 for the plaintiff.
Counsel, you're standing in for matter ending in 099?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon to you, Attorney Horka. Are the defendants Aviance or Aviance, Kirk or Dante Gaines, or any occupant of 19605 Ryan present?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, can you state your full name one more time for me?
Yes, Dante LaShawn Gaines Jr.
Okay, hello, Mr. Gaines.
How you doing?
Madam Clerk said there's somebody else here. Is the plaintiff here?
Yes, Andrew Sontag for Sontag Properties.
Okay. All right, good afternoon to you, Mr. Sontag. All right, so Mr. Gaines, did you hear the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
All right, what about you, Mr. Sontag?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'll see you all back here on August 26th at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Gaines, please follow the prompt. Can I have someone transfer Dante Gaines into a breakout room? That concludes matter ending in 099. Everybody have a good day. Mr. Sontag, you're free to log off. Thank you. Is that it for you, Attorney Horka? Is he gone? That's it for him? Okay, that's fine. All right. For matter ending in 031, is Tamika Baris here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please state your name for the court reporter.
Tamika Baris.
All right, Ms. Baris, you're the plaintiff in this matter. Is Ebony Thomas present? Star 6. Please dial *6 and state your name. Excuse me. Let me send her a prompt. Oh, there she is. Ma'am, we can, you're unmuted. Can you state your name, please?
Ebony Thomas.
All right, good afternoon to you, Ms. Thomas. All right, Ms. Baris, you're the plaintiff. Ms. Thomas, you're the defendant. This is a complaint to recover possession of property. Ms. Baris, did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
All right, what about you, Ms. Thomas? Did you get the information?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you both here on August 26th at 8:30. Ms. Baris, please make sure you bring the documents that I indicated are necessary, okay?
Will do.
All right, you're free to log off. Can I have someone transfer Ebony Thomas into a breakout room? You're on a phone, your transfer will be automatic. That concludes the matter ending in 031. Have a good day, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome. For matter ending in 044, is Karen Jaguar present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Please state your name for the court reporter.
Karen Jacklock.
All right, and is the defendant Ian Hewitt present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Ian Hewitt.
All right, Ms. Jaguar, you're the plaintiff. Mr. Hewitt, you are the defendant. This is a complaint to recover possession of property. Ms. Jaguar, did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
All right, what about you, Mr. Hewitt?
Yes, I also got it.
Okay, I'll see you both here on the date and time indicated. Ms. Jaguar, please make sure you bring the information that I indicated is necessary. Mr. Hewitt, please follow the prompt. Can I have someone transfer Ian Hewitt into a breakout room? Just follow the prompt when it comes across your screen. Ms. Jaguar, you are free to log off. That concludes the matter ending in 044. Have a good day, Ms. Jaguar and Mr. Hewitt. Thank you. For matter ending in 050, is Shaylin Hill present?
Yes,
Please state your name.
Shaylin Hill.
All right. What about the defendant, Mary Lockridge? Are you present? All right. Ms. Lockridge is the defendant. She did not check in. I don't have a proof of service in the file. Let me check the register of actions to see if a proof of service has been filed. And what it is something there out of that part of sort of
high school.
Yeah. Okay, there has not been a proof of service filed in this matter, Ms. Hill. And so the court is going to adjourn this matter to a different date. Your matter is adjourned to August 12th at 1:35 p.m. August 12th, 2024 at 1:35 p.m. And that'll be via Zoom. Okay. Did you hire a court officer to serve the defendant?
No.
Okay. Who did you get to serve the defendant?
I had got my uncle. They told me that as long as it was someone 18 or older and not me. So I just had my uncle to do it.
Okay, well, he needs to fill out a proof of service and it has to be filed down here with the court before we can move on. So make sure your uncle properly fills out that proof of service and files it down in court, okay?
Okay. And you said
Okay.
August the 12th at what time?
1:35. And so you will attend court the same way you did today, just by logging in using the same Zoom link. And hopefully by the time, by August 12th, we will have that proof of service so we can move on, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 050.
Thank you.
For matter ending, you're free to log off, ma'am. For matter ending in 123, is Cortez Hill present? There you are. Please state your name.
Cortez Hill.
All right, good afternoon to you, Mr. Hill. What about Valeria Berry?
I am here.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Valeria Berry.
All right, Ms. Berry, you are the defendant. Mr. Hill, you are the plaintiff. This is a complaint to recover possession of property. Mr. Hill, do you have the information about the next court date?
Yes.
All right, what about you, Ms. Berry?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'll see you both in person on the date and time indicated on the record. Mr. Hill, please make sure you bring the information that I indicated as necessary earlier today. And Ms. Berry, please follow the prompt. Can I have someone transfer Valeria Berry into a breakout room? That concludes this matter. Thank you, Mr. Hill. You're free to log off and please follow the prompt, Ms. Berry. Thank you. Have a good day. For matter ending in 148, is Gerald E. Kraft present?
Yes, I am.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Gerald E. Kraft.
All right. What about the defendant, Jasmine Haley? Please dial *6 and state your name. Okay, we have two people here. Can you turn on your camera and state your name, and then we can have the person on the phone or whoever wants to go
Haley.
first. Jasmine Haley. Okay. What about the other person?
Deja Haley.
All right. Good afternoon to you both. Mr. Kraft, you're the plaintiff. Ms. Jasmine Haley and Deja Haley, you are the defendants. Well, I don't know. Let me ask you this. Deja Haley, do you live at the property on Ross?
No, I do not.
Okay. Well, you're not a party to the case. You can stay on, but you're not a party. So let's see here. Mr. Kraft, you're the plaintiff. Jasmine Haley, you are the defendant. Mr. Kraft, do you have the information about the next court date?
Yes, I do.
All right. What about you, Ms. Jasmine Haley?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see you both down here on the date and time indicated. Ms. Jasmine Haley is on the telephone, so you're about to be transferred automatically. Mr. Kraft, you're free to log off, but please make sure you bring all the documentation that I indicated is necessary, okay?
Okay, all right, will do.
All right, thank you. Can I
Thank you.
have someone transfer Jasmine Haley into a breakout room? That concludes matter ending in 148. All right, for matter ending in 885, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
It's Attorney Jessica Warfield, PA 5391 on behalf of plaintiff. That is my matter, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Is the defendant Samuel Walker present? I don't see anybody here. Okay, so Madam Clerk said that the defendant was here.
Yes, the defendant was here, Your Honor. I actually spoke with his attorney, Attorney Coleman. We have stipulated to the motion for alternate service as well as an administrative closing of this matter because the circuit court action has been filed and we are in the talks of negotiation for that matter, Your Honor.
Have you all prepared those documents yet?
Prepared the order for administrative closing?
Yes.
Not yet. We just spoke before the hearing this afternoon, Your Honor. So I can have those documents submitted this week.
So you said you stipulated to alternate service for this one?
Well, Your Honor, because you had us come back because there was an issue of service. So I did the motion for alternate service, which shows that my court officer did try multiple times to reach Mr. Walker. I sent that motion also to Mr. Coleman and he agreed with it. So he has a stipulation for that. And I apologize for my dog in the background. He's in timeout, so he's kind of upset.
I can't even hear him. It's
okay. Perfect. So Attorney Coleman did stipulate to our motion for alternate service. However, we also filed a circuit court action for quiet title for this matter. And so we have been in negotiations for that matter, Your Honor. So we're asking for, I'm not sure if it's an administrative closing or if it would be a stay of the landlord tenant proceedings until we resolve the circuit court action.
Okay, so I see that there was a motion fee paid on today. So I haven't received any motion yet. So that's why I haven't been able to sign off on any order. I do know that we were last here on May 20th and Attorney Coleman was present as well as Mr. Walker. So you said there is an action, you're stipulating to either administratively closing it or to staying it.
Correct, Your Honor, yes. And I do have the case number for that circuit court action if you would like it.
Yes, can I have it, please?
Absolutely. It is 24008-578-CH.
Okay, so this is the only thing. If service hasn't been effectuated yet. I'm thinking. Is it administrative closing necessary?
Well, and that's where I was confused on too, Your Honor. I wasn't sure. And of course, in all candor of the court, I deferred to Attorney Coleman. He is one of my mentors. So he said that would usually be the route. But in my past experiences, I've requested stays when there's been a circuit court action that's been filed. And we are in negotiation for a resolution for that actual matter as well. So I'm not sure if we need to do a closing or an actual stay.
Okay, well, you all are stipulating to it, so you all can stipulate to whatever you want to stipulate to. Okay. Stay or administrative closing. I'm just going to state, I'm going to note in my file that the order is forthcoming. If we don't receive it by a certain time, though, that becomes an issue. So who's
it will be submitted this week, Your Honor. I will try to have it by Wednesday because I will be back at the court on Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Yes. So I'll note that an order is forthcoming. Okay. Thank you. That concludes matter ending in 885. You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
For matter ending in 582 is Teresa Colston Cargins present.
Attorney Haddad checked in this morning and gave me a copy of the proof of service, but attorney for the defense did check in, but now he's not.
Do you have the proof of service?
It's not in.
Does Attorney Haddad represent the plaintiff? Because I don't see an appearance.
Callahan, definitely.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay.
No parties checked in on.
Strike all that. All right. So for matter ending in 582, Madam Clerk has indicated that neither the plaintiff nor the defendant checked in. This is the second first hearing. There was a first hearing held on June 17th, 2024. Neither the plaintiff nor the defendant had checked in. We had not received any proof of service. And so the court adjourned this matter to a technical first hearing to take place today to allow for service. The court did mail notices to appear to both parties. Those notices were mailed on June 18th, 2024. They indicated that the court would next call this matter today at 1:35 p.m. No one has appeared. The court is dismissing this matter without prejudice based on the plaintiff's failure to appear. And I will prepare an order to that effect. That concludes this matter. Can you put a dismissal order in there, Madam Clerk? Thank you. All right, matter ending in 658 for Coastal Line Homes. Attorney Callahan or anybody standing in for Attorney Callahan. All right, Madam Clerk indicated that the plaintiff did not check in. Is there any occupant of 9968 Minnock present?
The defense attorney checked in, but he's not.
Madam Clerk indicated that there was a defense attorney who checked in, but he is not present now. Do you remember his name, Madam Clerk?
No, Judge.
All right, let's see here. I am looking at the register of actions. I don't see that a defense attorney filed an appearance on behalf of the defendant. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll note that there's a proof of service in the file. And so the court is going to adjourn this matter. Well, we're going to continue or proceed with the first hearing and adjourn the matter to a subsequent hearing to take place on the date that I've given before. That's August 26, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in person in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 658. And that concludes the docket for courtroom 433 this afternoon. Thank you to the agency attorneys, to the plaintiff's attorneys, if you are out there. Thank you. Thank you to the litigants. And last, but especially not least, thank you to my court staff. Court is adjourned.